Hello, Meoni here with another WoW Legion related video. Today, quite simply, I would like to answer over 100 guild questions and trade chat inquiries in one simple shot to kill essentially two birds with one stone. I refer, of course, to Ancient Mana, as the title indicates, a resource acquired and used as part of the Suramar quest and daily quest lines. Everything from daily Withered Army world quests to the leyline activations, and of course the rescuing of NPCs integral to your questline. Ancient Mana then is your most sought after currency in all the Broken Isles. There are then three major ways of farming effectively Ancient Mana. Firstly, from drops off of monsters. This can be increased further by talking to Arcanist Valtoire in Meridil base camp here in the centre of Suramar, which is where your quests begin, where you can spend 60 Ancient Mana to gain a 60-minute buff that gives you a proc chance on every hit of a monster in combat, the chance to summon one of these leyline buffs on the ground. This is a big blue lightning graphic that you see here on the floor. When one pops up, you simply stand inside it even if you're still in combat. Its graphic basically provides you with a random amount of Ancient Mana every second for the duration of the buff. The buffs are only up a few seconds themselves. However, this isn't one of the best ways. It's probably one of the slowest methods. However, it still probably beats farming mana shards across the entire zone. But let's move on. There is better ways to do this. My second method uses ley petal flowers. These are found exclusively in the grounds of Suramar City itself, and you'll find most of these going back and forth here between the vineyards and the Jewelcrafter NPC on the far west, east to west. These flowers can give you anywhere from 30 to 50 Ancient Mana per collection, and spawn every few seconds after you've actually harvested one, so it's pretty good. By this part in the main quest, you will have unlocked the disguise within Suramar City, hopefully, otherwise you don't really want to be doing this. But be on the lookout for guards with true sight, obviously with a circle above their head, as they can see through your disguise and kill you essentially. So you want to avoid your potential death by just keeping your eyes and ears open whilst you're farming these. This, I believe, is the most frequently used method. I've seen a lot of people doing this lately, including myself. However, if you go towards the vineyards themselves, and in fact any of the real buildings near the east to west section that you're farming for these flowers right now, sometimes you will acquire a yellow dot on your minimap indicating there is something inside the buildings. This will be fortified arc wine. This is where the real numbers come from. I've seen arc wine do anything from 100 to 300 Ancient Mana per loot of these. These are like little jars or jugs on the floor, sometimes decanters or hookahs I've seen in some of the buildings that you can click on. You'll see these on your mini-map like any other thing that you're tracking on. There is a yellow dot, unless you highlight over it, of course, and it'll say fortified arc wine. These, again, will be found within buildings. They're only found within buildings, and they're most likely to be found within the vineyards themselves where they create the wine. These are guaranteed, however, to be up frequently and in a much smaller farm radius. That's why I'm not really mentioning Ancient Mana shards as a good way of farming it, because they're quite sporadic, spread out, whereas this is, you stay in the same sort of area. There's very little danger because you've got your disguise on, and the amount of mana that you can maintain is pretty damn good. That's basically it for this video. I just thought it would be nice to share this. I'm sure many other YouTubers have probably covered this by now. However, I felt it nonetheless warranted a video. If you have enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like below, and I will certainly be back with more Legion content shortly, especially now I've got to 110. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.